Ever since we stumbled upon this spot, which is quite a trek, quite a hike back in here, it's just littered every foot or two you step with cool artifacts and things. And there's a lot of things like this. I'll show you throughout the video a few artifacts that were of obsidian, which is the closest. It has to be close to 80 miles from that location. We seem to think that it's been multiple generations staying out here for potentially thousands of years. There's just so much stuff, different stuff. This has been such a treat to go out here and look at these finds and just explore the area. But yeah, we'll get to some really interesting finds. Unfortunately, I'm about 1,000 miles away, so I couldn't join them on this venture, but they sent me some clips, so we're going to show you some more interesting things that were found out here. That's definitely like flint knapping flake something, but they're about to come upon some very large pieces of pottery. It's pretty nice. They come across some beautiful painted ones. Oh, there's a nice big chunk of, it almost looks like a gemstone or something from up in northern Nevada. What it's doing down in Arizona, that you'd see they flaked a lot of arrowheads off that, points, tools. Probably could have carried that with them for miles. Just pull it out when you need it, and just like the obsidian, chunks of obsidian were like cash. And coming up here is some beautiful pieces of painted pottery. I bet the black outline on that used to have a lot of dark contrast to it with beautiful designs. And then coming up here we see some grinding stones. This is so interesting. You can go out there in a day, pick up thousands of pieces of flaked quartz and different colored rocks, and they've all been worked on, but at least one side of it. Thousands of them. So just such a neat area. Now here's a beautifully, perfectly smooth, polished grinding stone. Used to grind down food and maybe seeds and nuts and things, and it's unfortunate. A lot of this stuff is busted up and broken, and when you see this matadi at the end, you're just going to be like, wow, it's just incredible. And I don't know why it was broken up, if it's deliberate or they were getting ready to leave the area and said, well, we're not going to leave this behind for, oh, it looks like he also found some cat claw today. There's where the fortress is up there, kind of up on those walls. Now these walls up there are like razors. If somebody was to climb up that and slide down, I mean, you'd cut the flesh right off you. Oh, that side of this structure was completely protected. Again, if you look at these walls that you'd have to get up to attack these people up here, this tribe. My gosh, I mean, that is like just like razors. But I've never noticed, I've been here a couple times, all the alcoves that had walls, like outbuildings or whatever you call it. I don't know if it's granaries down there or what that would have been, but see where the wall fell down in front of that little recessed area. But that was a room. Can you imagine what this place looked like when it was all finished beautifully with mud in the walls and sticks on the roof? I mean, just the full intact pottery, the artifacts, everything painted up real nice. A really interesting artifact is about to come up any second now. This is so amazing. Looks like there may have been smoke up under there at one time, I'm not sure. But I don't know if they stored food in there, but look at this matadi. What a beautiful piece. Unfortunately, it's busted up, and I don't know if the soldiers came out and ran them out. It was deliberately broken, or before they left the area, did they deliberately throw it off the top to bust it? Did they perhaps break it so that they were under siege and on their way out, and they didn't want their enemy to be able to utilize it. It's unknown. Now we're back. We're on the top of the ruin here, where this was all walled off with single rooms all across the entire mountaintop here. Just the views, I mean, just stunning. It's a great place. Love going out here. It almost looks like there's almost like tile floors. If you look at those flat stones, did they actually have like a tile floor laid in? You know, like I said, mud packing in the wall. I mean, but this place was just outstanding. And where the walls deliberately flipped over, I don't know, or did they stand there up to a couple hundred years ago and then just started crumbling and falling? And I almost think they were deliberately taken down, which is so unfortunate. There's only very few areas, sorry for the fast panning there, but these guys are excited. This is such a great place. Yeah, I don't know, there's very few walls that are still standing above 3-4 feet high in certain areas, but let's try to find some more artifacts here. And
just found one.
And here comes a beautiful shot right above the ruin from the bottom, with the sun right at the peak perfectly. I've never noticed this either out there. Another look at this beautiful matadi. But just past, there's a cave that goes way up under the ruins here in that mountain. I don't know how, I think Scott says it goes in and around and all down through there, and hopefully, oh, there's this beautiful matadi again. Hopefully there's not a bear in that cave at the moment. Guys, can I help you? What are you doing out there? I'm inside trying to enjoy an afternoon slumber. Guys, seriously, don't make me get up and do stuff. And don't leave any of your scat. Not sure there's a spirit watching over this place. If there was, you'd probably be like, oh, now who are these wankers? Why are you pointing over there? You're both pointing there. Nothing to see here. Just where the master bath was. Then these guys are like, well, Scott, I wonder if we could rebuild up here. If you look over here, come this way, this will be a perfect spot for an adult beverage cooler. Yeah, over here. Scott, come over here. Check this out. No, I think over here, kid. Well, Scott, how are we going to get power out here? Oh, just run a line through this tree and over to here, and long extension cord out to Prescott. And then we'll put a bay window right here. Then right in through here we'll put a slip and slide. It will be completely outrageous. Well, this is a little bit of a fixer-upper. To get these walls up, you're gonna have to tote a lot of mud up here. Well, then what are we gonna do about this darn cactus? Scott, I really don't want to think about that right now. Let's go get a couple pints and a steak sandwich. Okay.